Grand Rising, good evening, good night. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video where me and Spirit co-create messages that are intended to be delivered to you today. So trust that if this has found you, it's for a reason. There's a message here for you at this time, for your growth, for your development, for more joy, more gratitude, more peace, more love, more abundance to flow into your life effortlessly. So the message that we're going to be going off of today is something that Spirit dropped into my field earlier, and I just kind of loved it. And I was like, yeah, let's do a video on that. Let's co-create some content, universe. So what I heard was magic is everywhere, but not everyone is a wizard. Magic is everywhere, but not everyone is a wizard. So if you think about Harry Potter, muggles, regular people everywhere. That's what a lot of people are stuck here in the matrix of this reality. They don't realize that they can co-create with the universe to change and alter their reality, to bring magic into the most mundane of tasks. I have been completely obsessed lately with seeing how much intention, how much joy, how much gratitude, how much love, how much balance I can bring to each and everything I do. My daily goal when I wake up is I set my intention, I do my affirmations, I move my body, I meditate, and then I sit down and I make spiritual content. I co-create with the universe. And this is the best way that I have found to be absolutely the most aligned with the timeline that I am trying to draw towards me, right? Because we are frequency holders and emitters. We actually don't have to go out and do anything. All of the work is internal. Yeah, we need to take care of our bodies, obviously, like movement and nutrition are two of the foundations of alchemy, of soul alchemy, that help us just align and attract this timeline of pure abundance, because that's the secret ingredient is you for abundance. You are abundance. Start speaking that affirmation aloud daily. Put your hand over your heart. I am abundance. Like, how abundant can you breathe? How abundant can you smile at a stranger? How abundant and open can you allow your field to be when you go out? Not allowing other people to siphon off of you, but see how much love you can just beam from your heart space. I've spoken about this before on one of my shorts, but Spirit in the past has given me the image of the Care Bears and how they project the whatever their little emotion or whatever it is, like out of their chest, and they all band together and like Care Bear stare, and they can like change the world together. Guess what? We can do the same. We can project love onto other people, unconditional love, non-judgmental love. Some people will receive it like subconsciously, unconsciously. Other people will consciously feel it and welcome it. And then other people will shut it off. Other people will try to hate on you. It's all okay though. It's your job to hold your frequency. It's your job to, in every moment, see how much you can align yourself with that timeline that you want to be on, where all of your dreams are already manifest, where you have that either dream job or you don't work anymore because you just make so much passive income doing what you love, where you have that beautiful soulmate connection, that balanced love. Whatever it is that you desire to manifest, attract towards you, you must first become. And you do that by doing the internal work through balancing your body, your spirit, your mind daily. These are the most important things that you will ever do. And for me personally, actually, interestingly enough, I've found that the order that I do them in the morning is important as well. So yes, and I just figured this out yesterday. So I am really good about moving my body. I do yoga every day, usually in the morning and at night. Lately, I have been doing it like basically right after I wake up. Like I do a little bit more of a morning routine. Like I make the bed, I get dressed, I listen to affirmations or positive thinking like Abraham Hicks or Louise Hay. Um, just things to really start to get me into a good mindset, setting my intention for my day. And then I bless my day. And then I go do yoga and then I meditate. Well, I've found that if I don't do them in the order of like me waking up, making my bed, getting dressed, affirmations first with gratitude and journal practicing, and then yoga and then meditation, my day doesn't flow as well. So your life is the most grand and beautiful experiment that you will ever partake in. And you are both the scientist and the experiment. So start playing around more with, if I change this, what will happen in my life? If I stop eating this, how will that affect my body? If I start eating this, how will it affect my body? If I stop hanging around this type of people, what will that do for my environment, for my reality? Get very curious and start experimenting with life. It's your life. It's no one else's. Society has made it out to seem like family needs to come first, that you're supposed to work this 8 to 6 job making minimum wage and then go to a second job because now you can't afford to live off of just one job. What if none of that was actually true? What if that's all an illusion that you've been bought and sold? And you can change it at any time. What would you change in your reality? Start dreamscaping. I have a whole video on this. I think it's under lessons in consciousness, but it might not be. But you can find it on my page. It's called The Art of Dreamscaping. And I lead you through a guided meditation that really gets you in tune with the sensory experience of what it is that you are desiring to create, the life of your dreams. A day in the life of your dreams. That's what it is. And the more that you allow yourself to dream, the more you open your field to new possibilities, the more the universe can bring in for you. Because see, a lot of times we close ourselves off because we're not worthy, that we are, that this is just the way life is. There's so many out there. Start identifying where you're limiting yourself, because all beliefs are actually limiting. And all beliefs are opinions. And all opinions are beliefs. So the more open you can be, the more that spirit can move through you in new and exciting ways. And if you shift your vibration and really tap into that spirit, like blow my mind today. Blow my mind in the way that you show up in abundance. And then be that level of abundance. Because guess what? The universe speaks the language of frequency. So it can literally only bring you things that you are on a vibrational match with. So you can't just say, I want to be more abundant. Universe, bring me more abundance. You're not a vibe match for that level of abundance. The universe is like, you're not even grateful for what you already have. I can't bless you with more until you understand deeply what you already have. Yeah, you're allowed to dream and want more. But guess what? We allow ourselves to invite in more when we are grateful for those things that are already present in our reality. And that's so, so, so important. That's why you are the secret ingredient. You are the secret ingredient to your great life. Everything that you desire to be, you can be in this moment right now by aligning, attuning, changing your frequency. Now, it may take some time for you to actually be able to hold the resonance field of that frequency, because sometimes, and I speak about this in other videos I've posted as well, sometimes it's like we're here on the spiral of consciousness, right? And where we want to be is up here. We should always be evolving. We should always be growing. The work is never done. But maybe the level that, we're desiring to be at next is up here, and it's like a couple hops up. Like there's a couple spirals in between, right? So what we'll do is we'll hop back and forth. Like we'll get a little taste. We'll allow ourselves, okay, yes, today I'm feeling really good, feeling really aligned, very connected. You're in that resonance field, you're holding it. And then the next day your energy might be lower. You might be back down here a little bit or somewhere in between. But the more that you practice, the more that you build those daily habits, the more consistent you are with, this is the frequency that I want to align myself to. This is how I want to show up in the world. The more you do that, the more you'll actually be able to embody and hold that resonance field instead of timeline hopping, which can be so frustrating. Believe me, I have done it a lot. I am one of those people that unfortunately has to learn things like 12 times before I'm like, okay, that hurts enough now that I'm going to stop choosing. I'm going to stop choosing that in my reality. But the key is to take back your power and understand that you are in control of how you choose to spend your time, your energy, the type of content that you're putting in your mind, the type of food that you're putting in your body. Everything is interconnected, and the secret ingredient is you. Your mindfulness, your ability to see the interconnectivity of everything, your ability to be present in gratitude. All right, so that was the main channeling that wanted to come through. Now we're going to pull some cards just for fun. See if Spirit has anything else to share. Feeling led to go here first. So, all right, Spirit, what other messages do we have for the collective today about this, about how to align our frequency more easily, how to become a more true version of ourselves, a more healthy, balanced version of ourselves? Death is transformation. It is a natural part of life. There are consequences to all actions, no matter how small. That's amazing. Amazing confirmation. Yeah, so a lot of us think about death, especially like when people think of like the death card in tarot, they're like, oh my gosh, literal death. No, guys, like it's the cycle of rebirth. It's that balance, the light, the dark, night, day, all of the spectrum of emotions. Death is just transformation. It's a natural part of life. Everything in life dies and is reborn. Everything is cyclical. And so being able to identify those patterns, like if you are cycling through something and it feels like death over and over and over again, ask yourself, have I learned the lesson here? Am I done choosing this for myself? Am I done with this in my reality? And then you have to see what actions you need to take that are going to align you to a different timeline. Because you can say that, but if you're continuing to act the same way that you have, you're going to continue to attract the same things that you have. So you have to be sick enough of your own shit to finally shift into something else and to actually take real inspired action. That's why a lot of people don't evolve and don't change, because change is not necessarily easy. Sometimes it does feel like death, like there's a part of you that you're sacrificing, there's a part of you that is dying off in order to allow something new to take its place. And that process can be painful. It can take a long time, or sometimes we can quantum leap. But like I said earlier, sometimes quantum leaping, we end up going back further because we can't hold the resonance field. So it's just about allowing yourself in every moment, what's the best choice I can make right now for myself? What's the truest choice? What's going to make me the most aligned with the timeline that I'm trying to draw towards me, that I'm trying to magnetize? Okay. Death is transformation, is a natural part of life. There are consequences to all actions, no matter how small. And consequences are not necessarily a bad thing. They do tend to have like a negative connotation in our society. But consequences is just the repercussions of your actions, whether that's something that's moving you positively or something that's moving you maybe away from what you would rather be aligned with. There's no right or wrong, good or bad in life. And I know you might want to argue with me on this, but hear me out. Like, when you find balanced neutrality, you're able to actually move from a place of inspired action instead of a place of emotional reaction. When you find balanced neutrality, so you're not polarized and allowing your emotions to pull you one way or the other, you are able to take inspired action. Okay? So let's see what else Spirit has to say about this. If you guys want a personal or private reading from me, let me know in the comment section. Ooh, that was a messy shuffle. Yeah, there may be something that feels a little sticky right now. You may be feeling the residue of some old karmic cycles that are still clinging to you a little bit. And you're literally about to finally burn off all of those webs, cut all of those cords, remove everything that is no longer serving you. So let's take a look and see in the Akashics Tarot. All right. Look, we have coming out the One of Keys, the Architect. You are the architect of your life. This is a chance for you to have a new beginning. And what better time than in January, right? And this year being 2025 is all about change, massive change. Fives in numerology that's what they stand for, is big change. I've been seeing 555 everywhere. I don't know about y'all. Let me know in the comments if you guys are into synchronicities and tapped into that. What repeating numbers have been coming up for you lately? I've also been seeing 1717 as well as 1212 and mirror numbered, so 1221. And it's always so interesting to me to tap into the energy of like what's going on when those times come up that I notice. Because yes, you can look it up online, but also there may be a deeper meaning there specifically for you that your guides are trying to give you that might not be in those words on the internet. You might have to tap into the energy. I'm getting full body chills as I'm speaking about this. Yeah, so this resonates deeply even for me. Tap into the energy of like, what do these numbers mean for me right now? How am I feeling in my body right now? Is there any tension, anxiety, or am I feeling really balanced, peaceful? Do I need to learn to flow more and release the need for control, release the need to know? Have I been clinging too tightly to something? Is that what Spirit's trying to tell me? Open yourself up to possibilities. Open yourself up to messages. Open yourself up to the divine. Because the language of the universe is through signs and synchronicities, through frequencies. It can't speak to you in actual language unless it's bringing messages through oracles like me or other readers. So you really have to learn to tap in and utilize and play with all of the different ways that magic can appear in your life. And that goes back to that message that Spirit gave me earlier this morning. There's magic everywhere, but not everyone's a wizard. Not everyone can perceive it. Not everyone can play in it. I mean, they could, but they're not going to. So know that if you found this, you are one of the magical ones. You are a wizard. You didn't come here to play small. You came here to create magic out of the mundane. You came here to play in interdimensional creation, to see manifest in the 3D those things that you have dreamt of. This world is fucking cool. But whatever you believe to be true, you will find evidence to support. Because that's one of the things about this reality is it being 3D, it has these polarizing, to keep in balance, it has polarizing viewpoints. Everything is magnetic. So you get to decide which side you want to be on, or if you want to be in the middle and be able to see everything clearly. That's once again why it's important to learn neutrality. It doesn't mean you don't give a fuck about anything. It just means that you're able to move from a place of balance, clarity, instead of emotionally reacting. All right, Spirit, what else do we have here? What do we need to look at in the Akashics that is ready to be cleared or moved? All right, let's see what we got. Some of you have a lot of ancestors around you, a lot of support, specifically angelic support. All right, so we have the 5 of Roses here. Yeah, these are all supposed to be upright. 5 of Roses with the Garden came out reversed. I'm going to tap into that in just a second. And we have the Buddha Prepares. Will, Wisdom, and Mind. And the Queen of Scrolls, which I believe is the Queen of Pentacles. I could be wrong. The Akashic Tarot is a little bit different. But let me just see where we want to start here. I'm being pulled to this Will, Wisdom, and Mind card. So when we decide that we want to shift something, we set a new timeline in motion. We set our intention and energy to start drawing towards us that which is on that timeline. But what else that means is, like I said earlier, with every choice, there's a consequence and there's a sacrifice. So the universe is going to test you. How much do you actually want this new timeline? And it's not like the universe is like poking at you or doesn't want you to have everything that you desire. No, it just knows frequency. It just knows resonance. So it's going to throw at you things from your old timeline that have previously tripped you up. Are you going to move through them in a new way? Or are you going to choose the old pattern, the old behavior? Change is hard, but let's change that into a positive affirmation. I am doing my best daily, and I am consciously choosing better for myself. In each and every moment, I can choose better for myself. Change can be fun and easy when I allow myself to flow with the universe. Repeat it aloud several times. Drop into your body. Really breathe into that. Change can be fun and easy when I allow myself to flow with the universe. Guys, like, you are the secret ingredient to your magical life. You and your choices, you and your thoughts. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for this overflow of abundance that's going to come in. Like, we have a 5 here, which is once again all about change. Do the inner work. That's how you reap the rewards. That's how you see the fruits of your labor, and it takes time. Okay? It takes time. The 3D moves slower than the 5D and up. So we have to be patient with ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves. Self-love and self-forgiveness are so, so, so important. You cannot move forward when you beat yourself up. You have to forgive yourself. All right, let's see what else. What about this Queen of Scrolls? You may have someone coming in, a divine feminine, could be a leader, a teacher, a lover. But I get this person is very, very much high priestess energy. You could be beginning to embody these qualities more yourself. But there's a person or an aspect of yourself that is coming in. We had the journey that came out. I'll speak to that in just a moment. That is going to really help you on your path at this time. So if it is an aspect of self, what you can do is you can put out into the universe, hey, universe, if there is an aspect of myself from any dimension or timeline that is going to be beneficial and have key codes for my growth and my evolution at this time, I ask that they step forward and integrate. And through that, you're going to get more access to your journey and the spiritual and the physical. And that's what the High Priestess is really all about, too, if you think about it. She's all about understanding and playing in the balance of the spiritual world with the physical realm. She understands both equally well and knows how to navigate and use them in this lifetime as a human. She has a deep understanding that she is far more than human, or they are far more than human. This is genderless. It's just going off of the Queen of Scrolls, High Priestess energy. But you can be a man. You can be non-binary like me. Trans mask, non-binary. But whatever you are, however you identify, you are a multidimensional light being embodied in human form. So let's see what else we have. Hilarion, yeah, you're here to be a teacher. You're here to teach yourself as well as others. And when we hold ourselves back from our magic, we hold the rest of the world back from magic. And that's something I used to beat myself up on and be like, oh, like I'm just not living in alignment. Like this is back before I realized that we're always aligned to something. It's just a matter of whether or not it's what we want to be aligned to. But I would beat myself up, and I was really hard on myself for a lot of different areas of life. But like when I felt like I was not stepping into my full potential, when I wasn't being my truest self. And that's good to have that awareness, that recognition when you are not. But you can't beat yourself up about it. What you need to do instead is just reshift your focus and be like, okay, well, that moment is over. It's this moment now. And how am I going to choose to show up right now? Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Roses. Yeah, there's divine counterparts coming in. Whether you're masculine, feminine, we all have masculine and feminine in us. That's that balancing of those polarities again. That's why gender is so nuanced. It's like people want to make it black and white, but it's like, no, like there's sex, male, female, yes, but gender is everything in between. Yeah, you have to have these two different things to make a baby in a biological way, but that doesn't define someone's gender. That is just the part of the 3D physical realm that has been decided is the way that it will be for the physical body. But I digress. All right, let's see what other messages. Setting your course. Yeah, amazing. So you might be seeing rainbows everywhere. There's a rainbow in this card. Maybe not because it's winter, but but it doesn't have to be outside. It doesn't have to be an actual rainbow. It can literally be like rainbows on like a poster or a sign or whatever. Where do you want to go? Because if you don't know where you want to go, you're not going to get very far. You're literally just going to stay in the same place that you have been, because your body and your 3D mind are going to choose what's comfortable and familiar. The spiritual growth is not comfortable and familiar. You have to decide that it's worth it to you. You have to get on that ship and you have to set your course and you have to stay that course. Now, storms will come that will try to sway you, but you can become unfuckwithable in your energy. That's one of the most beautiful things about knowing like that you can take back your power, is understanding like I don't have to let things affect me the way that they used to. Yeah, you might still get upset at times. You might get frustrated, but you're not going to stay in that same place, because it's not going to feel good to you anymore, because now you've shifted your frequency into more joy, more peace, more gratitude. That is more of your new state of being. So slipping back into the old ways, you're going to be like, oof, yeah, no, I don't like this sensation. I don't like this feeling. We need to shift back to our new homeostasis, which is peace. Protecting your peace, protecting your time and energy, always the most important thing that you can do, as well as sharing love with an open heart. All right, then we have the King of Scrolls and the Scribe. Yeah, you are the message that's coming through with these two cards is you are the divine alchemist. You are the creator. You are the writer of your existence. Look, he's like here contemplating his life, and the scene behind him is just gorgeous. It's abundant. It's overflowing with flowers. There's a sun setting, and he looks serene and peaceful. I love that these two cards came out together, because the Scribe, obviously, he's got scrolls here, and then we have the King of Scrolls. What could change for you if you actually stepped into your role as the divine alchemist of your reality, as a wizard? How would your reality shift? I have been blown away by the way Spirit shows up for me when I show up and align with Spirit. Like, it never ceases to amaze me, the level of abundance and blessings that just randomly, seemingly out of nowhere, come into my life. And it's because I've aligned myself with a different frequency. It's because I've aligned myself with the frequency of abundance. It's because I've decided I am abundance. Abundance is me. And I'm in a balanced state of giving and receiving. That's super important too. We can't just want to receive all the time. It's really important to give just as much, because when we are stingy, we are saying there's not enough to go around. I don't trust that the universe is going to have my back. Well, if I celebrate their win and them getting all of this money, then like that takes away from what I'm able to have. Got to step out of that lack mentality and realize you have the ability to attract everything by doing the internal work, by setting your course, like this card says, by being the architect, by being the scribe of your life. Journaling has been, other than meditation and yoga, well, they're all just so important, but journaling, I would say specifically, has helped me. Yeah, journaling and meditation are right here, hand in hand, because they both really, really help me in unique ways. But when I journal, I'm able to see so much more than what I previously believed was possible. I'm able to get into my limiting beliefs and start reprogramming my brain subconsciously to align with more of what I desire to be, more of what I desire to see in my reality. All right. Are there any other messages here, Spirit? No, just on the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Keys and Master Artisan. And this does kind of give me Harry Potter vibes, honestly. He's got his eyes closed and he's like, I don't know what he's dropping into his hands, but looks like they're working with maybe metals. Yeah, so alchemy. Soul alchemy is so fun, guys. Like, yes, change is hard. Yes, you will go through multiple dark nights of the soul where things feel despairing, where you will cry out, why me? And it's okay to have those moments. I had one of those recently, and I've been on this spiritual path now for years. But the thing is to shift your focus, and journaling is a fantastic way to help you do that. I really, really, really encourage you guys to keep some kind of journal or notebook this year, and really align yourself with your intention when you wake up, as well as when you go to sleep. I don't remember who said this. It was some doctor on a podcast I was listening to, but he said a strong morning routine starts the night before. So what are you doing before bed? I caught myself slipping lately because I used to have a really, really strong night routine where I would be like around like 10:30, I would turn off electronics and just kind of chill and just wind down, maybe have some tea, do some yoga. And then lately I've been staying up really, really late, and I've just been like binging Netflix. And my sleep has been all messed up, and I've been waking up later, and it affects the way I operate in my day. So I had to shift that back and be like, okay, we need to realign, refocus. And that's what life is all about. You are the scientist and the experiment. You are the secret ingredient to your great life. All right. I'm thinking maybe just a message or two from here. If you guys found this helpful, please let me know. Drop your favorite emoji in the comments section. We have balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. Guys, that's fucking perfect and beautiful. That's what soul alchemy is all about. It's balancing mind, body, and spirit in the way that's most expansive for you as a divine being. Because you are more than human. You are a wizard. Don't you forget it. You are the secret ingredient. All right. I'm sending you all so much love. Once again, let me know how this resonated. Drop your favorite emoji, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all so much. If you want a private or personal reading, shoot me a message and we'll get that booked for you. All right. Till next time.